Every Sunday night, I'd open the fridge and think, what am I even going to eat this week? Then I cracked a system. The average person spends about 40 minutes a day cooking and cleaning. That's nearly 5 hours a week, but with easy fast meal prep, I do it in under 90 minutes and eat better all week. And this isn't just my experience. Studies show people who cook at home eat fewer calories and have healthier diets, and even simple meal planning is linked with better nutrition and lower obesity risk. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how my easy fast meal prep system works, so you save hours, cut stress, and still eat delicious healthy food. I used to skip meals, grab takeout between meetings, and watch money disappear. Plus, I felt sluggish all week. Here's what many busy professionals don't realize. Preparing food does take time for most people. Data show people who prepare meals spend substantial minutes. Each day, for example, men who prepare meals average about 47 minutes and women, about 70 minutes on the task. So when you're short on time, it's easy to default to convenience food. But there's a pattern behind why convenience becomes the habit. Stress and exhaustion push us toward high-calorie comfort choices and mindless snacking. Research and public health summaries link stress to overeating and poorer food choices, exactly what happens after a 12-hour day. That combination, limited time plus stress, also costs real money. United States spending on food away from home has risen in recent years. In 2023, Americans spent roughly $4,485 per person on food away from home, which shows how fast takeout costs add up compared with homemade meals. The good news, backed by multiple large studies, is that 2 simple changes reverse this cycle: cooking at home more often and planning meals. People who cook at home more frequently tend to eat fewer calories and have better diet quality. And studies show meal planning is associated with greater food variety, better diet quality, and lower rates of overweight. The turning point for me was accepting those facts and then building a system around them. I distilled everything into a simple 3-step framework for easy, fast meal prep. It cuts the time, beats decision fatigue, and keeps your week healthy. I'll break it down next. Step 1. Plan with purpose. First, planning isn't boring. It's a superpower. There's a real thing called decision fatigue. As we make more choices during the day, our mental energy for good choices drops. The fix: remove unnecessary decisions by pre-deciding your meals for the week, so you don't waste willpower on what's for lunch after a long day. Why this matters? Research shows people who plan their meals tend to eat better and are less likely to be overweight. Planning improves diet quality and reduces the "I'll just order" reactions. Concrete plan 3-day and 5-day rotations. Don't overcomplicate it. Use a rotation. Here are 2 plug-and-play examples you can steal right now. 3-day rotation, great if you want fewer ingredients. Day ABC repeated twice. Lemon herb chicken plus quinoa plus roasted broccoli. B. Chickpea and spinach curry plus brown rice. C. Salmon or tofu. Sheet pan plus sweet potato plus green beans. 5-day rotation, more variety for a full work week. Monday, Mediterranean bowl, grilled chicken, couscous, salad. Tuesday, stir-fry, beef or tempeh, veg, jasmine rice. Wednesday, grain bowl farro, roasted veg, feta, chickpeas. Thursday, pasta plus veggie pack sauce plus protein. Friday, taco bowls, lime chicken, or black beans, slaw, corn. Batching hack: cook components, not whole meals. Here's the single planning tip that multiplies your options. Batch your protein, carbs and vegetables separately, so you can mix and match all week. Roast 1 tray of protein, 1 tray of veg, and a pot of grains. Then swap sauces and toppings across meals to avoid boredom. Practical mix and match meal prep is recommended by home cooking experts and community. Meal prep guides because it keeps variety high while staying efficient. Planning checklist plus shopping tip. Quick checklist before you shop. Pick 3 proteins, 2 grains, 4 veg, 1 fun sauce. And write a shopping list that repeats ingredients across meals. Shopping with a list reduces impulse buys and saves money. Okay, you've planned, you've got your rotation, but planning alone doesn't actually save you the time, it only sets the stage. The real game changer is step 2, where I show you the exact cooking flow that turns that plan into a 60 to 90 minute kitchen session. With minimal cleanup, I'll walk you through my exact cook order next. Step 2. Cook smart, not hard. Here's where the clock stops being your enemy. Base cooking. The idea is simple. Cook a few neutral building blocks. Protein, grains, veg in one session, then assemble different meals all week. Research and public health guides call this home meal preparation and show it saves time, reduces stress, and improves diet quality. Practically, that looks like a sheet pan of chicken or salmon, a tray of roasted vegetables, and a big pot of quinoa or rice. Sheet pan meals are a meal prep workhorse because they're low touch and highly adaptable. One tray, minimal cleanup, lots of servings. Tools that speed this up. Use the appliances that match your life. An Instant Pot or pressure cooker for fast grains. Beans or braises. An air fryer for quick, crispy proteins and veggies. And the oven with sheet pans for hands-off bulk roasting. These tools aren't gimmicks, they're time savers that let you finish big batches in one session. Exact 60 to 90 minute cook flow. Here's my exact cook order for a 60 to 90 minute session. Read it on screen and then follow along. Preheat oven to 400 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. 200 to 220 degrees Celsius. Preload the sheet pan to preheat. If you want crisper veg, preheating the pan speeds browning. Start grains first. Quinoa or rice in a pot. Or set Instant Pot on quick cycle. Get proteins in the oven, sheet pan, chicken, salmon, or tofu, seasoned simply. Roast veg on a second pan. Sturdier root veg go lower in the oven, softer veg later, or on a higher rack. Air fry batches for crisp. While the oven works, pop small batches of asparagus, tofu, or sweet potato cubes in the air fryer for 10 to 15 minutes. While things cook, chop, portion, and label, tidy as you go to cut cleanup time. Time-saving seasoning hack. Big hack. Season simply during cooking. Salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, and then add sauces and spice blends later when you plate. That way one chicken batch becomes lemon herb bowls, tikka wraps, or teriyaki rice bowls depending on the sauce. Huge variety with almost no extra cook time. Chefs and meal prep guides recommend batching neutral bases and switching flavors with sauces for max variety. Cooking like this gets you tasty, healthy building blocks. But you'd be surprised how many people undo the win with the wrong storage strategy. The biggest mistake isn't in how you cook, it's in how you store. I'll show the storage rules that keep food fresh, safe, and grab and go in Step 3. Step 3. Store for success. Great cook session now? Don't waste it. Proper storage is the step that protects your time, money, and health. Do it right and your week stays tasty. Do it wrong and meals go soggy, unsafe, or end up in the bin. 1. Cool fast. Refrigerate fast. Hot food belongs in the fridge within 2 hours. 1 hour if it's above approximately 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Divide large batches into shallow containers so they cool quickly. This keeps food out of the danger zone where bacteria multiply. 2. Fridge life. Know the window. Cooked meals should generally be eaten within 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. If you won't eat them in that window, freeze them instead. Freezing preserves safety and quality longer. 3. Glass or plastic practical reasons. For meal prep, I prefer tempered glass containers with tight lids. They're non-porous, no smells or staining, oven microwave safe, and avoid potential plastic chemicals. If you use plastic, pick BPA-free, airtight sets, and don't heat fatty or very hot food in them. 4. Keep dressings and wet ingredients separate. To stop salads and bowls turning soggy, store dressings separately in tiny leak-proof jars or small sauce containers, or layer in a mason jar with dressing at the bottom. Add dressings or sauces just before eating. 5. Freeze extras like a pro. Freeze extra portions for emergency days. Freeze flat in zip bags easy to stack, or use airtight freezer-safe containers. Most leftovers keep quality for a few months and frozen foods remain safe almost indefinitely. Quality declines over time. Thaw safely in the fridge overnight when you need them. 6-pack grab and go, so mornings are stress-free. Portion meals into single-serve grab-and-go containers so you can literally open the fridge and go. Pre-portioning is proven to help adherence and portion control. That's why clinicians recommend prepping meal-sized containers for busy people. 7. label, rotate. And practice FIFO. Label every container with the prep date and rotate older meals to the front. FIFO means first in, first out. A simple masking tape plus marker system or printable stickers works wonders to cut waste and confusion. 8. Reheat safely. When reheating, heat to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius. To kill germs, use a thermometer if you can, and reheat only the portion you'll eat. If you thawed from frozen, plan ahead and thaw overnight in the fridge. Follow those rules, and your prep stays fresh, safe, and ready to go. But storing food is only half of the battle. Now you might be wondering, how do you actually stick to this every week without slipping back into takeout? That's where the mindset shift comes next. Section 5. The mindset shift. Consistency beats perfection. First, permission. You don't need to prep 21 meals your first week. Start with 2 to 3 meals and treat this like a habit-building experiment. Not a test you'll fail if it's not perfect. Here is my real first-week failure. I tried to do everything at once. 3 proteins, 2 grains, 7 different sauces. By evening, I was exhausted, forgetting ingredients, and by Wednesday, everything tasted the same. I abandoned the whole thing and ordered takeout. I simplified. 2 lunches, 1 grain, plus 1 protein, plus veggie, and 1 easy dinner. I set a concrete plan. Sunday 4 o'clock to 5 p.m. is prep time, and promised myself I'd only commit to that for 2 weeks. That small change made it stick. Why micro-commitments work. Behavior science shows that turning intentions into detailed if-then plans, which are implementation intentions, dramatically increases follow-through. In plain terms, decide when, where, and how you'll prep, and you're far more likely to do it. Try this. If it's Sunday at 4 p.m., then I will prep 2 lunches, chicken plus rice plus broccoli. That one line removes decision friction. What consistency actually buys you? When you consistently prep, even just a little, you get 3 wins. Better food quality. People who cook at home more often eat healthier. Lower stress around meals, and real money saved because you reduce takeout. Studies link frequent home cooking to better diet quality, and meal prepping is also shown to help mental well-being and reduce time pressure around eating. Micro-challenge, 2-week micro-challenge, pick 2 meals, set an if-then plan, day plus time plus what to cook, and repeat those 2 preps for 2 weeks. Track how many lunches you skip takeout for. Small, consistent wins compound into habit and freedom. Next, I'll wrap up with the quick checklist and the video you should watch next to expand your meal ideas. So, quick recap. Step 1. Plan with purpose. Step 2. Cook smart, not hard. Step 3. Store for success. That's the whole easy, fast meal prep system in 3 moves. Why this matters. The average person spends nearly an hour a day preparing food. That's time you can reclaim when you batch prep once a week instead of scrambling every day. Health and habit payoff, beyond time. The data show a clear pattern. People who cook at home more often tend to have better diet quality and lower adiposity, and the same outcomes we're chasing when we commit to meal prep. Meal planning in particular is associated with healthier food choices and lower odds of being overweight. It's money and stress payoff. And yes, it saves money. United States consumers spent about $4,485 per person on food away from home in 2023. So cutting even a few lunches or dinners of takeout each week adds up fast. Mindset nudge. Remember, you don't need perfect weeks. You need consistent weeks. Short, specific if-then plans, for example, if it's Sunday at 4 p.m., then I'll prep 2 lunches and tiny. Repeatable commitments are the strongest predictors of follow-through. That's backed by implementation, intentions, and habit formation research. If this helped, click the video on screen now. Quick and nourishing. 15-minute lunches for busy professionals. It's packed with simple recipes you can prep and rotate into the system so you never run out of grab-and-go lunches.